Hello guys, how are you all? I hope you are good. I welcome you all on my channel Language Therapy, on which I upload videos regarding English grammar. Well, in today's video I'm going to discuss the concept of verb and its two important types, which are action verb and linking verb. And at the end I will give you a tip on which I will differentiate between linking verb and helping verb. So without any further delay, let's start our video guys. First of all, I would like to give you the concept of verb. What is a verb? A verb is actually a word that describes an action, an event, or a state in a sentence. Okay? The word that describes an action, event, or state in a sentence is called a verb. Well, there are some examples which I have given, like Alex reads the newspaper daily. Now, in this sentence, reads is actually the verb because it represents an action which is actually showing a habit here. Okay, so reads is a word that is showing an action, so that is actually a verb, and it happened last year. Now, in this sentence, the word happened is signifying an event. Okay, so it is actually a verb in this sentence. And in the third example, we can see Susan lived in poverty all her life. Now, in this sentence, lived, okay, it is actually a verb in this sentence because it is representing a state. Okay, now moving further, I would like to talk about the types of verbs. The first type which I am going to discuss here is the action verb. A verb that demonstrates an action taking place in a sentence is called an action verb. Like, the sun rises in the east. Now, in this example, we can see the word rises is the word which is showing an action taking place in a sentence. So, the word rises is our action verb. Well, in the second example, we can see students usually get up early in the morning. Now, in this sentence, get up is actually the verb because it is signifying an action. Okay, so that is our action verb. Now, in the third example, we can see yes, you can ask a question. Now, in this sentence, ask is our main or action verb. Okay, because it is representing the main action which is being done in a sentence. So these are some of the examples of action verb. I hope the concept of action verb has become clear to you all. Moving forward, I would like to explain linking verbs. This is a very important type. We can call linking verbs a copulous or a copular verbs as well. Well, a linking verb is a verb that relates the subject of the sentence with the information present in the sentence. Okay, a verb that relates the subject of the sentence with the information present in the sentence are called linking verbs. For example, okay, I have given a note here like a linking verb itself does not represent an action. Rather, it refers the subject to the information that exists in the sentence. Okay, now I'm going to give you some examples like the child seemed frightened due to being alone. Now, in this sentence, the word seemed is actually a verb, but it is a linking verb because it is relating the subject, which is a child, to the rest of the information, which is frightened due to being alone. It is developing a relationship between the subject and the rest of the information. So seemed here is a copular or a linking verb. Well, let's move to the second example, which is the milk went sour last night. Well, now in this example, went is actually a linking verb because it is again relating the subject to the rest of the information in the sentence. Okay, and in the third example, I would say it happens usually at Halloween night. Now, in this example, we can see that the word happens is representing or is developing a relationship with an unknown subject to the rest of the information. Okay, so this is actually a linking verb. So I hope the concept of linking verb, or we can call them as a copular verbs or copulous, has become clear to you. Well, there is an important tip in the end. Do not get confused yourself between the linking verbs and the helping verb. linking verbs are not actually the helping verbs. They are different between. There's a difference between linking verbs and helping verbs. Helping verbs are the verbs that relate the subject with the main verb in the sentence. Okay. Now here are some examples to make your concept clear. The first example is Eliza is making tea for the guests. Now in this sentence we can see the word is and the word making. Okay, and the word is actually relating the subject to the main verb, which is making. Okay, now so this is actually the helping verb because it is connecting the subject to the main verb in the sentence. Similarly, in the second example, we can see Sophie is writing a novel. Now, in this sentence, the helping verb is actually developing a relationship between Sophie, which is a subject, and the main verb, which is writing in this particular sentence. Well, in the third example, I would say Stewart was doing a job in the World Bank. Now, in this example, we can see that the helping verb was is actually developing a relationship between the subject Stewart and the main verb doing. Okay, while on the other hand we have seen linking verbs. These are the verbs that develop relationship between the subject to the rest of the information given in the sentence. While discussing helping verbs, we have seen that these are the verbs which develop a relationship between the subject and the main verb of the sentence. Okay, I hope your concept has become clear. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, then please share it.